Tiffany says her relationship with her stepfather, Darryl, has never been good. But now it's gotten worse. You see, she suspects that he sexually molested her 4-year-old son. Take a look.
My relationship with Tiffany been ups and downs ever since I met her, since she was a little girl. First day she saw me, she told me that she never did like me. And now she trying to put this accusation on me. Tiffany says I molested her son, and it's not true. Tiffany think I only molested him because one night we was sitting in my house, and she was in the next room with a pool table. We were shooting pool, and he wanted to watch a movie, and Teresa told me to put a movie, so I went and put a movie. She walked in my bedroom, and my grandson's pants was down. He was jumping up on the bed, and I was still putting the videotape in for her, and she walked in there, and she said, "What the hell is his pants doing down?" And I said, "I don't know what his pants doing down. I'm putting the movie in like you asked me to, and you sitting right there about 5 feet away from me. How can I pull his pants down and do something to him?" Probably we were watching wrestling, and so I kind of figured he was just doing like the wrestler man do, but I did not do anything to him. It makes my wife upset, and she'll get to yelling at me because he ain't there. I said, "Well," I said, "It's not my fault, it's your daughter's fault." These accusations is false, and I don't understand why she want to put it on me like that. She needs to know I'm a good man and I am innocent. Once I pass this test, she will know that. I care a lot about my grandson. I love him from the bottom of my heart. I would never do nothing to do him any harm. These accusations is causing problems between my wife and my marriage. This is also affecting the relationship between Tiffany and my wife. I really hope after this Tiffany can apologize to me. I want us to be a family again. This little boy is not afraid of me. He loves me and his grandma, and I can't wait to get back home to see him again. If I fail this test, then I will take myself to jail. But I know I did nothing wrong. Today, I will clear my name of these accusations.
My stepdad, I've always had this bad feeling that, or a weird feeling that he was inappropriate with my son. Whenever he was 1 year old, me and my mom went to go play volleyball. So he was asleep, and so we left him at the house with Darryl. And when we came back, I walked into the house and my son ran around the corner, and he has just a t-shirt, no pamper, no nothing else on. And I'm like, where's his pamper at? And he's like, "Oh, he pooped. So that's why he has pamper off. I was changing his pamper." And I was like, "Okay, well, where's the poopy pamper at? Like, I know that's weird to ask to see that, but where's it at so I can, know for sure?" And he's like, "I threw it across the street already. I went and threw it into the field." So it's just like you threw it into the field, like, okay. So like from then, it's just always been like a weird, like if I know they're in the room or something, like I open the door quick, like my heart will be like pounding when I'm like going towards the room. It's just a weird feeling I have. And I hate that I have this feeling, honestly.
Now, he thinks Darryl is his grandfather, right?
Yeah, that's his pawpaw, and he's obsessed.
Right, and how, I was just going to say, how does he interact with him?
Great, like he loves to go over there. They always play fight. Like Darryl, like he's literally like punched Darryl in the nose, busted his nose, hits him in the eye, his eye will be watering. Like he fights Darryl, and so that to me too is just kind of like, I don't know why he's like so rough with Darryl, because he doesn't like hit anybody else. Like,
no, I know, but my son beat the hell out of me when he was like,
I believe it. No, I believe it. They just, they do, but it's just, he's not like that with anybody yet. Oh yeah, he's not like that with anybody else. He's just.
So let me ask you, since like they have a normal grandfather, and not even normal, it sounds like a good relationship, right? How's your relationship with Darryl?
It's never been good.
Never been good? Why is that?
Because like he said, when I was 10 years old, when I first met him, I'm sitting on my mom's lap and I was like, "You're not my dad. Like, you'll never be my dad. I have a dad," and da-da-da-da-da. Like a normal reaction for this new man who's dating my mom. And so he's literally held that against me our whole relationship. We got into an argument a few years ago, and he's like, "You told me when you were a kid that I wasn't your dad and you didn't like me." And I was like, Yeah, I was 10. I'm 26.
Right.
Like, that's old already.
You know, I know you have this feeling.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen anything other than the diaper? I mean, does your son act out sexually? Anything that would give you pause?
No, and that's what like makes me, like, I don't want to say I wish my son would do something like that, but I wish I had more than a gut feeling or more than just like a weird feeling. But me going into the room the other day or a few weeks ago and him having his pants down, just his boxers up. And I'm like he said, what the hell is his pants doing down? Like, why are you, like, what's going on? And he was like, drunk. Oh, I don't know.
Did you ask your son?
Yeah, like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I just have to.
Well, let's meet your mother, Teresa.
Okay.
Tiffany, I've been telling you for 4 years now. I've been trying to squash this for 4 years. This is hard.
And I just
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Teresa.
I just hate that you feel like if it is true that it's like on your watch, and I hate like how you say like you must think I'm a terrible person too if you think that I would let this happen. And it's like I don't think anything
Look,
bad
Steve,
about you.
I'm a product of what she's accusing my husband of being. So all of this is like pulling a grenade into my life and throwing it into my life and complete devastation. I have
How long have they-
PTSD from this. I've been telling her for 4 years, if this is how you feel, don't bring him over.
And how long have the accusations been around?
She's been feeling this way since
Always.
jump.
I've always told her
Since jump, from the very
if I take my son over there, and if you go to the store, take him with you. If you're running up the street to go meet a friend,
I
take
have been
son with you.
my grandson's personal bodyguard instead of his grandmother because I have to watch him. I have to worry about him. I have to make sure that if he gets wet and change, you know, kids get dirty. If I change him, I have to have an explanation as to why I've changed my grandson. That's devastating.
But it's not
Because
you.
of something she feels. I've never seen him act out sexually. I've never seen him grab himself.
Does
Yeah.
your husband have any kind of history of inappropriate behavior?
No.
Nothing that.
And
in
I
his
have
past?
had my nieces and my nephews over spending the night at our house. I would have never done that to any
Do
child.
you have any reason why your daughter is feeling this way?
Just her gut, I guess. I don't know.
Darryl came here, takes a lie detector test whether he's molesting his grandson. And we asked him, did you ever do anything sexual with Tiffany's son? He answered no. Did you ever have physical contact with Tiffany's son for your own sexual gratification or pleasure? He answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Darryl told the truth.
I wouldn't be doing like that to you.
That is exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Yes. Yes.
When you
That's what I
you
wanted.
stay with us when you were 10
That's
years
what
old,
I
why would
wanted.
if I
That
was a
is what
child
I
molester, why did I
wanted.
touch
You don't
you?
understand. Like, this has like been like so, to feel like this about somebody that your kid cares about so much, it sucks. Like, and I have felt insane and nuts and telling myself like, you're just a whack job that you're thinking like this, but I could not help it. I could not help it. And this like makes me feel so much better to know that my baby is still a baby and he's still okay.
You know, 'cause it's all about her, that's why.
Well, I'll say this. I can't imagine having doubts whether or not one of my children was being molested. That's got to be such a burden on you.
Yeah.
I don't want to criticize you because I always believe it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yes.
Because people that become victims of sexual molestation carry it with their whole lives. It's a devastating impact on them.
Yeah.
To be a young woman, to be a single mother, right?
Yes.
It's got to be wonderful to have this kind of support system to help you out, that you
Yeah.
have a mom and a dad, stepdad to, you know, be part of your son's life. When I
Yeah.
was growing up, both my parents worked, and my grandmother was downstairs, and it was wonderful to have her, and
Yeah.
it was a big impact on my life. So I hope this helps your family, and
Yes.
I hope
Thank you.
Yes, it's been great. Thank you for coming out, man.